It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And I'm all out of gum.
Man, there's a sound I haven't heard in a hot minute. Duke telling me he's out of gum. Oh, Merton, don't oversell it, man. Don't oversell it. You should know. Oh, he drops his phone, of course. You guys should know better. Know better than by now to oversell it, because that's a big thing on this channel. A whole lot of people come in here expecting just, actually I don't know what they expect, but they don't get it, right? They just don't get it. All right, you know what I need, guys? I need to pump myself up here. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played boats in a hot minute. In fact, it's the 29th of May, and I've logged into boats for the 6th time this month. That's a They Live quote. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's totally a They Live quote. All right. So here's what we're going to do. If you are on the family-friendly stride of the stream, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to want to mute for a few moments, a few minutes, a couple or 3 minutes here. I'm going to play a little music video courtesy of my boy, Clyde Plays Live. It's got some explicit lyrics in it, but I got to get my own juices going here. I got to pump myself up for this game, okay? All right. So this is Real Foot Soldiers. This is a Clyde Plays Live exclusive. Go follow him on YouTube and Twitch. Just go look him up. He's an awesome dude. But this has got some naughty words in it, ladies and gentlemen, which we don't normally do on the channel. So I'm giving you ample warning to just mute it, okay? When the video's over, you'll be safe. I'll see you back here in a minute.
Cruising through the waves, feeling like a king. Still ship heavy metal, perma camels for bling. DD May is lurking, watch him dart and weave. But when my cruiser rolls up, man, you best believe. I'm talking DD Mays, oh no, they got planes. I'm talking DD Mays, oh no, I'm in flames. I'm talking CV Mays, I play my own game. But them cruiser motherfuckers are the real foot soldiers. The real foot soldiers. Foot soldiers was in the mix, yo, they the backbone. Supporting the fleet, holding beat cap alone. Radar on lock, spotting foes from afar. Stopping CVN strikes, they the real all-stars. I'm talking DD Mays, oh no, they got planes. I'm talking DD Mays, oh no, I'm in flames. I'm talking CV Mays, I play my own game. But them cruiser motherfuckers are the real foot soldiers. We're the real foot soldiers. But a real foot soldier, homies just chillin'. Yo, they keeping it tight. This is naval warfare, you know we ready to fight. Lighting up, stop destroyers in a radar circle. They handy with the steel, not some geek like Steve Urkel. So raise your flags high, let your cannons roar. We'll go to warships, we always pushing for more. So gather the fleet, let's take to the seas. From the front to the back, we're stacking victories. I'm talking DD Mays, oh no, they got planes. I'm talking DD Mays, oh no, I'm in flames. I'm talking CV Mays, I play my own game. But them cruiser motherfuckers are the real foot soldiers. Well, the real foot soldiers. Well, the real foot soldiers. The real foot soldiers. Cruiser homies just chillin', yo, they keeping it tight. This is naval warfare, you know we ready to fight. Lighting up stuff destroyers in their radar circle. They handy with the steel, not some geek like Steve Urkel. So raise your flags high, let your cannons roll. The world of warships, we always pushing for more. So gather the fleet, let's take to the seas. From the front to the back, we're stacking victories. I'm talking DD Mays, oh no, they got planes. I'm talking DD Mays, oh no, I'm in flames. I'm talking CV Mays, I play my own game. But them cruiser motherfuckers are the real foot soldiers. Well, the real foot soldiers. Well, the real foot soldiers. The real foot soldiers. The real foot soldiers.
Thanks to Clyde Plays Live for that wonderful piece of art. Thanks to Clyde. Thanks to Clyde. Super amazing. Super awesome human. Amazing streamer. Tons of fun to watch. If you guys don't watch Clyde, you're missing out. Welcome, guys. How you doing? I have not played boats in a hot minute. Not on camera, not off camera. Just haven't been here. I have, in the last 10 days, when I've been on a PC, it's almost exclusively been down in the studio, right? I had Gwendolyn set up down there for like the 2 weeks leading up to Minneapolis, getting crap done for the Star Wars Unlimited stream last weekend. All kinds of things done now. That setup has come together really nicely. And I had a great time last weekend streaming that event. Truth be told, my wallet is glad, but my brain is sad there's not another one for a while. Like a big event like that. I'm going to be doing a couple local events here around Texas. First couple of Saturdays of the month, I've got a couple of what will probably end up being, 70 to 100 person events, which will be a lot of fun to do. But nothing like these big, 600, 700, 800 people kind of thing. That was a lot of fun. It was a great event. But now I got to play boats. I got to remember how to play this game. Who remembers how to play this game, guys? Somebody needs to teach me how to play this game. Formula with the resub. It's the ship show. Welcome in, my friend. Enjoy your bottle of Ladybird. Korami with the resub. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Want to feel old? No. Grant, you can't be serious. You got to show me this post, buddy. That is crazy. That is insane. When was the last time I saw Chase? Actually saw him. CC Summit 19. We were in St. Petersburg. It's been 6 years next month since I've actually seen Chase. He tagged me on Discord at some point 2 or 3 years ago. 3 years ago? He went to school to be a Nav Arc, right? And he pinged me with questions about, I could swear it was his fluid mechanics, one of his fluid mechanics courses. He was like, bro, this professor sucks. I need help. And I was like, sure, what can I help with? Oh, Formula. I'm so glad you got you a bottle, but I'm so sad it's almost gone. But you're not wrong. It is amazing stuff. So amazing. Go look online. You could probably order a bottle and have it shipped to you. It's way easier to find online than it ever used to be. Thank you, Xanda. Have a good one. Good luck on your raid. Oh, Chaser, that's terrifying. That's terrifying. Whew. That is something that I will never know. But I have 2 nieces I get to ruin. I get to spoil along the way. It'll be entertaining. Ooh, good luck, Xanda. That's always an interesting time. Well, listen, guys, welcome in. We're gonna do some boats. I'm gonna try to remember how to play this game. I think I put tier 7 ships on special. Excuse me. If there's something there that interests you, feel free. What is ranked? Is ranked still... Okay, ranked is now 8, 9, and 10. Okay. I can live with that. I may not mess with ranked tonight. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I put tier 7 boats on special. Help yourselves. We're gonna throw a game in Mahan. What's up, Curly? We're gonna throw in a game in Mahan just because I'm gonna have to ease my way back into boats after 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks of not even thinking or looking at it. Thinking about it, looking at it, I've definitely got some ground to make up. And at least the last stream I remember doing for this game was atrociously bad. Like, the teams were just terrible. Oh, Xandy, you're fine. You're good. You're good. So, Chaser, that's not always such a bad thing. You guys are I'm going to out myself a little bit with some of my personal beliefs, but I was watching a video this morning that you wandered across my YouTube feed, and it was a guy who had given a lecture about a year ago talking about basically human population collapse, right? The Western civilizations, the Western countries have all been on this slope for a long time, Japan included. But now even the Chinese, we're one child China and everything, all of it is coming home to roost, basically. And it's gonna be a real mess. I mean, if you're under the age of 20, you're gonna get to see some of this experience firsthand. You're gonna live in a world where human population will actually decline at some point in your lifetime, like planetary population. Might even happen in mine if I live long enough, but I wouldn't put too much money on it. Point I'm trying to make there, Chaser, is I don't think there is such thing right now. Right? We've got too many Malthusian death cultists in the world. So, and that's all I'll say about that. All right, I need to go back, and this thing needs some... I need to... Let's see. Team panels need to... there used to be a way. This used to stay hidden until I hit the alt thing. Where is it? There's a button in here for this. Clan name, player name, ship name. Visible only on alt. No, no. I want to see the whole thing. I want to see just the stats on the alt key. There's a way to do that. There used to be a way to do that. I had it set that way. Oh, well, I'll figure it out later. All right. Well, Biggles, I'm sorry. You and I can't be friends then. I'm not a big Malthusian death cultist. I actually believe in humans. I don't subscribe to the notion that we're a plague upon the planet. All right, this Chunking's got his own smoke. I suppose I should try to play this game. How are we doing at matchmaking here? No radar, no high tier cruisers. I got a Zed, a Farragut, a Nicholas. The Farragut and the Nicholas both outspot me. And well, they all outspot me. Ooh, the Zed outspots me? That's gonna feel pretty awful. Okay. I need to be very cautious here. I'm on the short torps. No, I've got the 9s. Okay. Okay, the Rado's never going to wander into that range. I will attempt this cap, but we're going to do it here from the top end with my nose sticking out of the cap. You just turned off all the stats. See, I like having them available, but there used to be an option for them to be visible only when I turned on the thing, right? When I would hit the alt key, the stats would show up, so I could just double check people's detection radii or whatever. But that seems to have wandered off right now. I don't know why. Let's see. Farragut Nicholas S1. So I'm probably looking at... The Z31 is probably over here somewhere. All right. Got to think through this. Yeah, Farragut and Nicholas are both on the far side of the map. Z31 is not something I'm excited to get into a gunfight with. The Mooch Suki has decided to come over here. Our Nicholas has... Or their Nicholas... Wow, that Nicholas is way, way, way deep. I feel like I should go punish this bad destroyer play at A. Yeah, keep murdering that emerald for me, would you? Puddin'. Who is Frank? I can introduce you to Frank if you like. Ah, there's the Z31. Okay. This Omaha has a death wish. Like, he quite literally likes dying. I don't know why, but he seems to. I'm not going to get the opportunity to smoke him because he's not going to slow down long enough to let me. And I'm sure that... No, the Rado's not even looking at him, which is bad situational awareness, to put it lightly. But I got friends over here. Let's see how we do. They did finally kill the Nicholas on the other flank. That makes me happy. There's this Colorado. Okay, let's see if this Omaha lives. He probably won't. No. Okay. So, I should have waited for that salvo to come in before I attempted to smoke the Omaha. That's a mistake on my part. Alright. I'm going to give the Rado a rack here. He's actually going to get 2 racks, and then the Z31 is going to get another rack.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Keep forgetting that emerald is right up close here. I should load some AP just in case. The Rado's turning. This is going to be a massive problem, but let's see what I can do to the emerald. I should be able to Citadel him. I guess maybe not. There we go. I knew I could Citadel him if I tried hard enough. 5 sits. Come on, Emerald. I need you to die for me, buddy. There we go. Let's go. 5-inch AP for the win, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to sneak away, the little schmuck. Never discount your own AP, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I got about 30, 40 seconds I can sit in here and harass this Colorado. Well, this guy's actually got fire prevention. Gotta try and aim for the bow. Come on, give me that double fire. I need to stop shooting. Smoke is about to expire. Z31's still on the edge of the board. Team on the other flank doing good things. Starts to feel really good about now. Rado's turning around. Can I leave him a gift? Darlene, how do I win gunfights against other gunboat DDs without getting evaporated? Some of that depends on the gunboat you're driving. Ooh. Whatever happened to my buddy the Emerald? Makes me kind of sad that he's alive.
Better.
Hold on. This Omaha has got some cheek. I need to remind him that I have AP and that he has not frightened me.
This really pisses me off.
I have 12 citadels. Come on, let's back me a Colorado. Let's go. Let's friggin' go. Give me a fire. Just need a fire. There it was. Burn, baby, burn. Battleship Inferno. Come on, you can do it. Uh-oh, that could be bad. Nailed it. All right. The Emerald's going up mid, huh? All right, let's do this then. Brawling in a destroyer is always fun. So, to get back to the question about how do you win gunboat fights, it sort of depends on the gunboat you're in, right? There is some of it, it takes time to kind of wrap your brain around the kinds of fights you can and can't get in and expect to walk away from in the ship you're playing, right? And there are times that you walk into a fight knowing you are not going to survive, but you know, there are times where trading your ship in defense of a cap or for an opposing kill or whatever is not a terrible play. Chat talking about ambushes, island cover, learning to aim, all of these things good advice. All of these things good advice. Bring friends to the table. I mean, that's doable. Mr. October with the resub. I missed it. Thank you much. 52 months. Oh my god, I've been doing this a long time.
It's a nice day to die. For you, that is.
I have no torpedo hits, but I have 12 sits in a Mahan, so I'm pretty happy with that. These little light cruisers thinking that they frighten me, or thinking that I should be frightened of them. When they're broadside at sub 6 clicks, I'm not frightened of them at all. I have Fearless Brawler on this boat. Let's go. This Scharnhorst will not cap while I live. Will not be a thing. Oh, the Emerald is here. Let's go. Oh, he's smoking up. I was like, I want to finish citadeling this Emerald off the board. Make me so happy. Trying to get the stern fire here. There we go. Let's go get this Emerald. Let's go get him at literally. Oh, the game's going to end before I can kill him. That makes me sad. I wanted to finish citadeling him off the board. I should have gone after him. That's all right. Oh, Mahan. Let's see if Emerald learned anything. Survey says... There we go. Mahan. Still pretty good, man. Nice to be top tier. Forgot they brought back this Dunkirk thing. I gotta go look up how that works again. Feels good, baby. Feels good. The Omaha was their top player. The War Spy, was this guy AFK? He must have been AFK. That's awful. 10 XP? Dear God. Oh, Darlene, Cossack is so good. Everyone should own a Cossack. Like, it's just that amazing. It's just that boat is just that amazing. That's just all there is to it. Boat is ridiculous. Boat is legit broken. It's so broken, they won't sell it anymore. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I can do all this. Yeah, that's all fine. Do this thing. Do the thing. Now, what's this? This is back, yes? What is this? Take command of fleet of Yep, go to missions. Okay, so, supply missions. Grant support tokens, which you can spend on new cards and modify. Okay. I guess I should learn how to play this. You'll find enemy cards. The total power of each card is visible in the center. Okay. Somewhere there's got to be a way to learn how to play this. Rules. The minigame has two types of missions. Key and supply. Defeating the enemy in key missions will help you accomplish the operation stages and progress through. During the event, you can receive everything, blah, 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 blah. Supply missions grant special modifiers that provide different advantages in key missions. You'll also receive support tokens, which I literally have not logged in this patch until today. So that's new. That's new. Perilous route. I don't know what that is. Okay. Missions have 3 missions. Hard to okay. Total power of individual cards. Both your cards and enemies. Calculate the sum of 3 parameters. Survivability, damage, and evasion. Total power is also affected by buffs from other cards on your playfield and by each card's ship HP. Total power is the main factor determines your chance of victory. In supply missions, you win if your card's total power is equal to or greater than the enemy's. Okay. Key missions, your card's total power is displayed as a range. The upper limit. If the upper limit of the range is lower than the enemy's total power, your chance of victory is 35. If the lower limit of the range is higher than you guaranteed to win. Okay. The enemy's total power lies within your ship's total power range. The chance of victory is calculated based on basically the difference or something. Okay. Each time you play a card, it loses 1 segment of ship HP. Each card's ship HP fully restores 20 hours after the first segment was lost. Okay. Card's parameter value depends on the number of ship segments. 3 segments, 2 segments, 1 segment. Okay. Enemy cards have specific vulnerabilities. Place a card with a corresponding debuff opposite an enemy card to counter the threat effectively. You'll receive a ward for every defeated enemy card. Modifiers provide various advantages. Okay. So, for example, vulnerability here is Spotlight. Place this card opposite a card with a matching vulnerability to weaken the enemy. 97 total power, 103 total power. Smokescreen debuff. Okay, place it. Oh, smokescreen debuff power. Okay. So basically, I would do this. I would do that. Survivability. Prioritize tokens is how you draw new cards. Not opposite for that. Note the diagonal arrow on the searchlight. Isn't that saying it's stronger against that card? Isn't that what that's telling me? This is telling me evasion and survivability. 98. I can't get past either one of these. So let's just see. Just because I have no idea how this works. Y'all were telling me prioritize. You could take the first 3, right? But this... Oh, wait a minute. Why is... Is it... Oh, it's buffing the cards. It's buffing each other's cards like this. That's actually kind of interesting. That's actually really cool. All right, we're just going to try this. Okay. Yay, victory, victory, victory. Okay. So now then... You have enough support tokens to draw a new card. Okay, I have 57 support tokens. Choose one card. Oh, I'm beginning to understand how the buff debuff work thing. Okay, the arrows, yep, no, yes. I'm seeing it now. It wasn't obvious until this moment. Okay. Smoke screen, spotlight. I kind of like this guy. Although this guy has the ability... We're just going to draw this. Okay. And I've still got cards. Let's draw another one. Damage. Smoke screen. Okay. Let's draw this cargo ship. Yeah, sure. Okay, so here's my card collection. Yay, or something. Okay. Okay, and they're a little weaker because they've done a mission. Okay. Restores one segment of... Oh, okay, that's interesting. How do I... Okay, whatever. I'll figure all that out. Okay. So now I have a key mission. Okay. So now... Interesting. So it's like kind of a weird mini puzzle, right? Like where you're trying to figure out, yeah, you're kind of trying to rough out the best way to lay out the cards that you have to kind of figure things out. Okay. I'm seeing this now. And then over here, I don't have anything really strong for this. I just have to roll the dice with it. So I have 2 guaranteed wins and 2 above average wins possible here. So let's just do it. Let's just see what happens. I won't pretend I have any idea what's happening. Okay, so we got 3. That's not bad. I'm not complaining about that. Interesting. Okay. It's also like XCOM where if it's less than 100, it's 50-50 regardless of what they tell you. Okay. Well, I'm not going to play this all night, but this is interesting. It's kind of curious. I'm going to do one more supply mission, I think, maybe. I want to look for something that gives me more tokens. I like that I can choose to see the mission and make some judgment calls based on the requirements of that mission. Yeah, see, like this one should be really good for me. So then I can do like this. And then this. And then just over here because I can. So there we go. It feels like I should be running support missions for a while until I draw more cards, right? That gives me enough to draw another card. You can buy the modifiers. You will fail 95% and you will mauled about it. I love it. Okay, I need something with one of these AA ones. I'm going to go with Canterbury, I think. Just because I definitely want something with one of these AA ones. I keep seeing the... This is actually kind of interesting. All right, I will come back and do this on my own time. This is actually kind of cool. They reset every day. All right, I'll come back to this. That's actually kind of a neat thing. All right, let's see. What have you guys put in here? Hot Lanta. Let's go play some Hot Lanta. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Have I done anything in here? What's new in the armory? I suppose I should ask. Adventure tokens, and I get to spend these on stuffs and things. Okay. The stuff they come up with, man, just cracks me up. And then I'm guessing for combat missions, okay, no, the combat missions are for the little token things for, okay, I got it. Interesting. So they've now set it to where for operations, you only get half progress for certain things. That's interesting. That's new, isn't it? I don't recall them doing that before. All right, let's go play Atlanta. Atlanta for Adelsrail. Let's do it. The little card thing actually kind of interests me because each ops will always have progress. Okay, because each little like mission is kind of a little puzzle, and you have to look through the cards you have available and then try to figure out how to slot them into the puzzle to kind of figure it out. You know, that's kind of neat. I like that. All right, we are middle tier. Well, bottom tier. It's a Pier 7-8 game. Now, but I should have unlimited. No, I took Hydro. That makes me sad. Well, my A is still decent. Indom should still not want to mess with me very much. I gotta think about where I want to put this hull. I think what I want to do is be over in here somewhere, probably.
All aboard the Midtown Express to hell.
Probably.
Let's do this. So much for anti-lock brakes.
We'll head that direction. This is Northern Lights? Yeah, okay. But I haven't read it yet. Give me a moment. Let's go take a peek. Content rarity and ship rotation. Today we'd like to provide you with a... bugs. Previews. New. This is from literally yesterday. This is a sneak peek. UI does not always make it clear what level it is. Yep. Okay. That was rude. I'll have to spend a little time in between the games reading it here. Now, I'm not going to be able to be stationary, but I can still go sit in this gap over here. This Indom player, interestingly, is not big on pre-drops. Just kind of curious. They only have 2 submarines. They have no destroyers. And both submarines are on the 2 line. Their submarines spawned in a div. Ours did not, which means our U-190 is essentially a dead man. Now he's pre-dropping. Okay, so this guy does actually understand Indom a little bit. Standard battle with a carrier in an Atlanta like this is going to be an odd game. The best thing that I'm going to be able to do is sidle up next to this hipper and try to help be a deterrent. He put his plane up too late. The 2 destroyers on the 10 line are going to be a problem. I'm guessing here. I can't quite make out where his hull should be. I see you.
Damn, desert road, no gas.
This guy's gonna really piss me off all game. Yep. Our submarine is dead, hunted to extinction by a pair of div submarines working together. So that's a typical wargaming spawn screw up that you can't do anything about. I'm kind of going to miss my defensive fire this game. Well, our carrier sucks and their carrier doesn't, so they win. It's more than a little irritating, to put it lightly. Our carrier's an A1, doing absolutely nothing of use. And I'm in an Atlanta against Tier 10 planes, so yay! Fun game. While their submarines team up and murder anything they want. It really irritates me they still allow submarine divs, because that should never be a thing. D. Hamley, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Yep, let's go get dead. I mean, I'm basically already dead. I zoned into a light cruiser game in a game with nothing to shoot. So my entire purpose for being was deleted at the logins at the zone in screen. So the new game mode, okay. I didn't even know there was a new game mode. That guy's right at the edge of my range and reversing, so I'm not going to be able to land meaningful damage on him, unfortunately. Good news is it looks like somebody else is. Alright, let's go work over these submarines if we can. I doubt that I can, but I'm going to try. My team is getting absolutely murderized. Somehow I was getting 0 plane damage right there. Huge fan of that. Oh, a non-pen. Hey-oh. I have roll-off depth charges? Yeah, that makes total sense. Well, for a game that was lost in the zone-in screen, the loading screen, the best I can do is be an irritating nuisance to these clowns. Yeah. See, this is why subs should never be allowed to div together. Because of this stupidity right here. Remind me to downvote these guys. I mean, yeah. Kel, you're welcome. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. I'm enjoying what I'm doing for Unlimited. I admit my wallet is not enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it. I got kind of hosed on, was it Saturday? It was Saturday. I get in, yeah, so we get in on Saturday morning. I'm all set up, ready to go. I come in Saturday morning, I start taking camera lenses off, and I'm powering everything up. Loopy's about 10 minutes behind me. Actually, not even that, because I helped him move his stuff into the door, so he's getting set up. And the McClunky guys, Tim and Claire, come in, 15 minutes behind me or whatever. And he's setting up. And I get all ready to go, get everything turned on, and I look over, and he's clipping cameras. He's got cameras that are about this big. They're very clearly little PTZ cameras. I'm not kidding you. It's 1.5 inches tall, maybe 2. And he's got it clipped to like this, this flex arm that it clips to the side of the chair, and it looks over the player's shoulder. I was like, do you have hand cams? He goes, yeah. I was like, that is amazing. Show me this. And so he shows it to me, and he sends me a link to the camera. And I'm like, I'm screwed. Now I have more crap to buy. The good news is I did some research today. I was writing about this on my Patreon earlier. I did some research today. I don't think it'll be horribly expensive for me to implement. And then provided that I could make it work so what, literally every time a player is sitting in the chair, it's just on a flex arm that looks up over their shoulder down at their hand. And then I can run the cable down the chair and tie it into the stuff that goes up and over the table and just follows my... I've spent to buy more cables, right? But the actual work of doing all of that shouldn't be too awful bad. All right, now what is this perilous route? Escort damaged command ship, fend off enemy attacks. Command ship advances as a crew while she survives the journey, blah, 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 blah. Support consumables. Okay, and I guess I have to do this as tier 8 and 9. Okay. Is there a use for destroyers in this mode, gentlemen? Ladies, gentlemen who have played this? I hope so, Cal. It'll be fun. I don't think I'm gonna have it all ready to go with the overlays and everything before the next season, but I'm probably gonna pull one of those cameras in over the summer to just test it, to play around with it and see how it looks and see what it looks like and so on and so forth. Not really. No destroyers. Fight a bunch of low-tier bots. How do you get your camera feed all the way back to your booth? Very, very long HDMI cables, Adildrell. At the moment, I have 100-meter, 3x100-meter pulls of HDMI. You want brawlers. Print credits and Battleship getting 250. Okay. Kel, 2 Saturdays from now. The Saturday, the 7th of June, I'm doing a PQ here in Houston. And the following Saturday, the 14th of June, I'm doing a PQ up in Austin. Okay, so you're telling me I want tier 8 and 9 brawlers. So I should be looking at Pommern as an example, right? Let's just grab a Pommern. Let's just make it easy. Or even that Duncan. I bet Duncan's good. Let's try Duncan. Yeah, let's do Duncan. Let's go. Yes, Meat Pie. Convention Center downtown. Minneapolis Convention Center downtown. Actually, a really nice facility. I was actually really impressed with downtown Minneapolis. What's up, Revan? No worries, Kel. It'll be there. It'll be a thing. Downtown Minneapolis really surprised me. It was quite nice. It was very walkable. I didn't get to enjoy much of the Skyway system because they close everything on the weekends. At least on the hours that I was going to be out and about. But it was nice. I did not hit Brit's Pub. I saw the pub. I went down Sunday night after we got done. We did Teardown. No, it was Monday. Monday was my off day. I couldn't fly out until Tuesday because I have to ship stuff, and FedEx was all closed on Monday, federal holiday. Life is good, Revan. Thanks for asking. I did go down there, Meat Pie. I went to PV Plaza because I went down Monday night. I decided I wanted a real meal. I went to the newsroom for dinner. And had a nice little flank steak and sat in there and watched the first quarter of the Timberwolves playoff game. I passed a mountain of people going to the game on my walk over there. And then when I got done, right, I came out of the restaurant. I was feeling a little good. I had a nice glass of wine, a little bit of rye whiskey. And then the night before, while we were walking around, we had walked by PV Plaza. And one of the guys I was walking with was like, oh, hey, that's a really cool little park. You should check it out. I was like, really? And so, not having seen it in the daylight, I was like, let's go check it out. You were at the Twins game. I wanted to go to the Twins game while I was there. The only opportunity I would have had was Friday night, and I had another event, another Star Wars event to go to, unfortunately, that I am glad I went to. We did a player meetup that night for a bunch of folks. I spent the night hanging out with a couple of guys from Edmonton while they watched the Oilers Stars playoff game, which I think was their Western Conference Finals or Western Conference Semifinals. I don't remember which. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, they were doing. Yeah, Friday was Star Wars Day. Exactly. Is Palmer any good in this? I would assume that Palmer is good in this.
Enemy transport ships detected leaving the combat zone. Do not let them escape. Engage immediately. Welcome to Earth, bitch.
Whoa. So how do I... Okay. This is awkward. Like, how do I sink this stuff in the middle of the board while still protecting my guy? That doesn't seem to work very well. Yeah, I'm shooting at little narrow targets. This doesn't work at all. Alright, let me shoot at this Orion while I head south. And I've got another Orion in front of me I'm going to have to deal with.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
There we go. One Orion down.
God sort him out.
Alright, let's kill this other Orion.
After a few days of R&R,
Ooh, what does this consumable do?
more action.
Coordinated fleet support. Partially restores ship's HP. Applies to command ship and all ships on your team. That's kind of cool. Well, let's use that. Ooh, Mutsu showing me her soft and juicy bits. Let's go. Okay, the repulse is out. Let's get turned into this guy. Oh, he dodged my torpedo? You schmuck.
Oh, you're my bitch now.
Ooh, and more Orion. Let's go. We like shooting light cruisers. The heel stacked with others. More comes more potent per person using it. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Wrecked.
After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action.
Ha ha ha! I would have torpedoed him too. That's so funny. All right, let's put the AP back in the barrel. Come on. Turn your butt the other way. Molotov ought to be easy to kill. It's a Molotov. Yeah, like that. Alright, let's go. Let's get moving. Yeah, I'm working on it, sweetheart, but my team has all sailed away, so there's only so much that I can do here.
This is a force to be reckoned with.
1200 HP on this clown.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
And I'm 40 seconds away from my heal.
Much better. After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action. This is a force to be reckoned with.
Call me now for your free whipping. I shot, you die. I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. Coochie, 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 coochie. Coochie, coochie. Oh, and it got such good gas mileage. Coochie, coochie.
We somehow kept this stinking thing alive. Like, it's still alive back there on 3,700 HP, but I think it's going to die when those torpedoes come in. Yeah, I don't know where the hell the team went. I don't know why the entire rest of the team effed off and left my command ship to die. Okay, he's still alive. Miracle of miracles.
Call me now for your free whipping.
Put some HE in the barrel to fight off this Mutsu. Okay, he's back up almost to 8K. This is actually kind of a neat mode. This is way better than that goofy one we had last... What was the thing last time? The Endless Legions or whatever it was? Where you kept respawning? That mode was dumb. This is more interesting because you have an actual objective. Yeah, whatever it was, this is much more interesting. All right. Phew! I think we made it. Yeah, there's still a few planes floating around here. Let's see how we do.
Enemy forces advancing from the designated area. Prepare for engagement.
Oh, now she's getting a big heal. There will be a final wave. Okay. Let's get turned around here. I'm going to put another round of HE downrange on the Ashitaka and then swap to AP probably. Alright, now let's swap to the AP. Okay, he's stuck with that fire, so love it, baby. Learn to love it. Oh, wow, that is a whole lot of ships. I just looked up into the count like, oh my, that's a lot. Alright, come on. Alright, that Toulon's going to be dead before long. Repulse is biting it. Let's work on this Orion. Or the other Toulon? Let's work on the other Toulon. Orion's not really a threat. Ooh, I got a Toulon right here in front of me. What's the range on these torps? 10.
And it got such good gas mileage. At least he got an ending. Damn. Desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Well, we're losing ships, but our command ship is still around. So I'll take it. Scharnhorpers behind me is going to burn out. I just got to murder this guy.
Much better.
Like that. Oh, he dodged it, you little prick.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Yay, we win. I still want this kill. There we go. Okay. Interesting. That was kind of fun. I kind of like this mode. Melody, thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Murder successful. I like this. This is a neat mode. I'll play this. The other one was just like, ugh, I'd rather gouge my eyeballs out with a rusty spoon. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Georgia showed up. That was nice. Jaeger sailed in the middle of the board and died. Kind of felt bad. Again. Oh, I see it now. It's with the capital L. It's Lady Bear. My apologies. I see it now. All right, that wasn't too bad, guys. I actually thank you for the recommendation. I probably would not have tried that after the last mode, but that was a lot of fun. Thank you. I might come back to that again later. Let's go take. Let's go play. Ooh, somebody wants a Jupiter game. Yes. Let me see if I can murder a submarine. Jupiter crushes bugs dead. Let's see if I can find me a sub to go stomp on. It's always a good day in Jupiter when we can stomp on some submarines, ladies and gentlemen. It's always the same map with the missions. There are 2 maps, but random objectives. Georgia would probably be okay with this. The Pommern seemed like he did all right. Okay. the hard map because Duncan's at front and he'll tank. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Duncan is a little soft, right? Like Duncan doesn't want a million people shooting at her. If you want a boat to tank, you don't want a Duncan. No bugs to stomp on. Very sad. Benson Hatsu Gade. The Cossack is a huge problem. Cossack Mascade, Duchafault. Duchafault's actually not bad. Duchafault is like a French Aviette. And Aviette is a very, very solid little boat. The one thing I've got going for me is I outspot everything but the Cossack. The problem with the Cossack is he kind of hard counters me. I have to, fingers crossed, hope and pray he spawns on my left flank opposite the Benson, and I get somebody who's a little more paired up against me tier-wise here in the middle. Pretty solid matchmaking. We're middle tier, 4-4-4, very traditional game. Okay, we'll see how this goes. So, Curly, when people make a request during a stream, like this game is for Badger Milk, I have a little window here on OBS that I can see them all. So, for example, now that I knocked out the one for Jupiter, your Mogador request came up. So, as long as they get added to the queue with the little request ships button underneath the Twitch window, no problem. And chat usually does a pretty good job. If you make a request in YouTube, somebody will add it to the queue on the Twitch side, because the bot doesn't interact with YouTube chat very well, because streaming on YouTube is not about interacting. It's about watching. It's about presenting something. I need to not be this far forward. I have very little support out here. I need to pull back probably. Whereas streaming on Twitch is very, meant to be very, very interactive. But streaming on YouTube is very much kind of an afterthought. It's not what the platform is built for. And so you can do it, but it's a little questionable, right? It works. Yeah, it works. It's functional. Key, Scharnhorst taking some fire. No, nothing exciting there. We're going to come around this island and hope and pray we don't run into the Cossack. It's the Duchafault.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Oh, good, he fired his guns at me. Even better. That's probably a Garbo shot, but I'm going to take it anyway. Yeah, I'm behind him. These shells get pretty slow at range. Okay, so the Duchafault is very beat up. The Cossack spawned opposite the Benson, who is already dead because Benson. I think I need to move towards the edge of the map and dissuade this key. The Duchafault does not frighten me. He's about a 1, maybe 2 salvo kill. Yeah, my team is just being absolutely stupid right now. Hey, I'm in a smoke cruiser. I'll go sail out in front of the radar cruiser and see what happens. I wonder what might happen. I'd love it if one of you guys would shoot Chaser.
I'm gonna kick
It'd make
your
me
ass,
super happy
Say hello
if you'd
to my
murder
little friend.
Chaser. What is this Gade doing? You automatically... What is this? Maybe
I'm
get into
on
the
you
fight,
like
my dude?
Stink on shit. You're about as useful as a hobo's dick cheese. it got such good gas mileage.
Oh, good. One of our idiot destroyers who's playing behind the cap is like, I know, we'll just surrender the world. What in the hell is happening out here? Hold on. I have a destroyer to go murder, presuming he lives that long. He won't, which is fine. I would have thought I could beat the Moss in a gunfight. Now I'm not so sure. What's up, Zath? How you doing, my friend? This team, unbelievable how bad they are. The left flank is like, I know, let's go die. Excellent. Suicide is amazing. And here we are. Alright, let's see. Good. The Aqua needs to keep beating the Moss up. That'll make my job much easier. His engine is out. How interesting. He's just drifting. Okay. We know he's going to be around here. And I want to try not to get spotted. Okay. Gonna back off a little bit and see if we can pick him up.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Our Hatsu is dumb. Chaser's gonna run him down.
I was born ready.
Where's this Moss? There he is. It's my gun bloom 2.4.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Well, he hadn't
up.
screwed up yet.
Feel that one in the morning.
Because I sailed out of my range, and he has buddies, and everybody else is running away.
Much better. Oh, this is a force to be reckoned
I'm dead because my team is absolutely just not terribly competent, which makes me very sad. With a little support, that's an easy win. Unfortunately, wow. Yeah, it's like, wow, he found his hydro button. Like, come on, man. Could I please get a competent team in a Jupiter and some submarines to crap on? That would make me so happy. Just enjoying the suffering. I know, Zath. I know. I was telling Chad I almost didn't bother with this tonight because my last few
So you
streams have been
get
so painful.
nothing. You lose.
Exactly.
Good day, sir.
Exactly. Well, there is a submarine for me to crush. That makes me happy. Of course, there's a radar. Of course, there's a radar cruiser now. Of course, we're bottom tier now. Fun? Why should anybody get to have fun? That's ridiculous. I'm gonna go play Belfast in a minute and stomp on some noobs because I'll feel better.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
All right, the Sturdy's probably gonna go play the edge of the map, and the one thing that I've got going for me is that if the Sturdy's here, that means the U-190 is also here. It also means they have one of the two destroyers here. Now, the Shear is not remotely scary. The Jaeger's a little scary just because he's stealthier than I am, right? Yeah, he's got better detection. Aw, thank you, Adeldrell. I appreciate that. That's so kind. It's the fawns. Now, without knowing where their buffalo is, I am highly unlikely to sail out there and try to cap this goofy thing. But we are going to have to move through this gap. No. The Sturdy is not... If the Sturdy's not going to play wide, I'm going to have to go play wide. And hope that their submarine blunders in where he can get murdered.
Stop exploding, you cowards!
Well, that would be nice. Stop exploding, your cowards was 100% the theme of last game. Scheisse. That's exactly what I don't want to see.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Oh, no, no, no. What is this?
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
Much better.
It's a nice day to die. For you, then.
So the Jaeger's over here, and the radar cruiser, and I just magically eat torpedoes. Amazing. That aren't even meant for me. Outstanding. I'm bored. I feel like dying. That nails it. That's 100% where I'm at. Let's just Leroy this thing and get on to a game that I can be useful in. Because it's not going to be this game. Matchmaking has decreed that my game should suck. And so it will, and so it shall. Now, with the radar cruiser dead, life starts to get a little more interesting.
Coochie, coochie.
I love it. I just magically take shells long after I'm spotted. This York is 100% dead.
Time to put on the beer goggles. Another day, another disembowelment. Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
Oh, we saw the Jaeger, did we? Riding the map edge. Like a good little genius. Hey, what up, my dude? Wasting my time. I took 2 weeks off thinking this might get better. And more of same garbage. No subs, planes. God, what a joke. Nope, it ain't getting better. We've been bottom tier like 7 games in a row now. Super fun. This is what I've figured out. Like, if you don't play for a couple weeks, the algorithm loses track of the fact that you played all bottom tier the last time you logged in, which is kind of where I'm at now. I think.
Let's go.
I think it resets after a while, and just like, or like in between patches, it just loses it. It doesn't know how to deal with it. Well, you're not wrong, Sultan. You're not wrong. All right, the Gaja found his engines. Let's at least go work together, because his detection's not bad. He's like a 5'8". He's a 6'8". All right, that was worse than I thought. For some reason, I thought he should have been like low 6, 6.5, or 6'3" or something. Martin with the resub. Thank you much. Appreciate you. Oh, wait a minute. What's my aerial detection is 3.0. Come on. Oh, no, they're both 2.4. Okay. It's fine then. The 3.0 is the Oh, my AA obviously has more range than my aerial detection. That's typical old guard. The matchmaking algorithm in this game leaves a lot to be desired, and the spawn algorithm is actually worse. I have seen some ship spawn positions that make you go, what? They're just absolutely mind-blowing. Awesome. And my Gaja just took a torpedo. Those were Bliss torpedoes. I'm like 98% positive. You think so, huh? Yep. Well, I outspot the Bliss huge. So let's go have some fun with him, shall we? The Gaja is like going carrier hunting, which I do not understand. But that's absolutely what this clown is doing. The Bliss, I have like a kilometer spotting advantage on this Bliss. Yeah, the Gaja is just dumb. I have no idea what he's doing. God, just like, suicide is amazing. Let's go do more of that. Oh my God. Completely predictable. Alright, the Atlanta just got dunked by somebody. That makes me happy. Now, if the Cherbourg's going to run to mid, I may go back and murder this Bliss. I could beat this Bliss in a gunfight.
Can't leave my ride behind.
The Cherbourg has turned around, because of course he has. Anybody want to, like, shoot at him, maybe? Okay, the Tsar is going to get bombed. And I am going to go Bliss hunting. She's perhaps inadvisable, but we're going to try it anyway. With the Tsar backing me up, I might be able to pull it off. Here we go. Who the hell's torpedoes are that? Oh my god, the Kitakaze is here too? What in the actual hell?
Time to put on the beer goggles. Another day, another disembowelment. Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
Zara's going to die, and then it's going to be me versus a Kitakaze. Gee, I wonder how that ends. What in the hell is this team? What a... Ooh, okay. Kidda took one. That begins to feel somewhat decent. Maybe I can beat the kid in a gunfight? LOLOL. Not a chance in hell.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
Not with that reload. You ain't beating nobody with that reload. I do have a health advantage, however. So I've got that going for me, at least.
Better.
Yeah, Ice Rose, I'm kind of with you there, buddy. I'm pretty sick of it.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Alright, the Cherbourg now has no more shots. So now it's a question of if I can beat the Kidda in a gunfight or not. Look at this Yorktown leaving him smoke.
Time to put on the beer goggles. Another day, another disembowelment.
I'm really tired of this 2-on-1 engagement. I'm not gonna lie. Why can I not kill a fighter on my head? All right. We know the kid is out here somewhere.
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage. Time to put on the beer goggles. I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Another day, another disembowelment.
So now I'm still in this ridiculous 2-on-1. We're still tied on ships.
Coochie coochie. Coochie coochie.
Hey, what up, douchebag? I'm bored. I feel like dying. Let's go die.
I'm gonna feel that one in the morning. Time to put on the beer goggles.
Is my carrier dead or just oblivious? I think he's just oblivious. Yeah, I'm dead. So, not single CV. Pain all match. Unreal. just sad. What a joke. What a joke, man. What a total freaking joke this match was. 3 straight bottom tier games with people who were just like winning. Why would we want to try that? Why would play good? Why would I want to do that? That's silly. Why would I want to try? Well, I mean, you have to remember Jupiter 44 has garbage AA. It's not going to shoot down many planes. It's a British destroyer. That's not what it's built for. If that's in a if that match is in a Fletcher, it's a completely different result. It's a completely different result. But like, if I'm in a 2-on-1 against the carrier and a destroyer that I actually outspot a little bit, right? All I need them to do is pitch in. Show up. Nah. probably Chaser, because everybody ran to the back of the map. Did you don't know this, Chaser, but in that game, we had 2 destroyers that spawned all the way on the right flank. One of them ran to the J line, the very bottom of the map, like behind the island, behind our spawn. That's where he was, like 3 minutes into the game. He wasn't being passive. He was refusing to play. Like, that stuff is just irritating as crap when you see it. All right, now, I'm really bad at French Destroyer in this environment, so this is going to suck, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to get the Jaeger over here, so he's going to outspot me by like 1,000,000 miles. And as soon as I'm spotted, everybody and their dog's going to shoot at me. The Hatsu drew you way out of position because he made a dumb play, right? And I ended up in a 3-on-1 in the back of the map because everybody effed off and just let your team walk down. Like, walk right in. Guys, I outspot these guys. All you have to do is show up and let me spot them and you can kill them. Nah. What the hell? So many people who don't know how to read a map, it's mind-blowing. It's wild, right? Like, I play a lot of BattleTech. I don't say a lot. I have over the years played a lot of BattleTech on the tabletop. And it's funny, right? Because, you know, just like any typical land army style engagement, the Jaeger's over here. He's the only one who's going to have RPF. The terrain dictates the engagement, right? And so very commonly, you know, I'll be playing against the Op4, and I'll be standing around the table when the Op4 is across me, and I'll say, look, they're going to try this, that, and everything. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, guys, I can read the map too. Okay? This is the thing about so many of these so many engagements on land is that it's like, if both sides can read a map, certain maneuvers are not surprising. No, you can't just let him walk in, Chaser. I know exactly what you did and why you did it. I would have done the same thing in your shoes. Wow, they have 6 ships around the one cap. Well, it's time to go be somewhere else then. Somehow I lost the RPF. Our Fletcher dove D, which I really like. How did I lose RPF? The only way that works is if the Jaeger's over here in this gap. But if he's in that gap, then that means I have free run to play the backfield. Huh. All right, let's be dumb. Sandbags with a follow, welcome in. All right, let's be dumb. Let's knowingly be stupid and see what happens. What's my torpedo range? 8? That is not good.
I lied.
Getting a little too close for comfort back here.
Can't leave my ride behind.
Well, I have 50,000 spotting damage. That feels kind of okay. So what do? Do I just sail around and make a general nuisance of myself with my main batteries back here? Like, I'm actually kind of curious. Like, I legit don't necessarily know how to play this ship, quote unquote, the right way. Iger's coming. I mean, this is how I would play a traditional destroyer, but it doesn't feel particularly very French.
I'm on you like stink on shit.
Boys suck. Try again.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Much better.
The Kearsarge wants a piece. Well, we're down 2 ships, and we have no board control because they won't murder the Alaska. So that feels kind of awful, doesn't it? Time to get in the game, I suppose. Not sure why this Andalusia is firing AP at me, but that's what he seems to love. Okay. Oh, look, more dead ships. I don't understand what this team is doing. Oh, my God. Well, Iron Light, I would try that, except right now my team is playing so far back and all the rest of them are dead. So, yeah, it's not very amazing. Oh, good, the Jaeger is here now.
Oh, and it got such good gas mileage.
I'm kind of bored. Game's over. I think I'll just go suicide. There's quite literally no point. When my battleships won't kill the easy things to kill, and I'm stuck out here wasting my time. I'm so bored of this game. This is why I don't play a lot of French Destroyer.
Can't leave my ride behind. I'm gonna feel that one in the morning.
Well, when my battleships have had days to murder things and haven't, they've just rolled over and died. While the Jaeger is trapped back here. Now, the good news is we've pushed enough people away from the Jaeger. I should be able to run him down and kill him. Oh, look. More dead ships. Who could have predicted it?
Coochie coochie.
Okay, so he's still south of me somewhere. How interesting.
Coochie coochie. Coochie coochie.
Have fun with the Los Andes. I'm going to go be busy somewhere else. Oh my god. This team. Absolutely unbelievable. Your turn won't save you.
Hail to the king, baby.
I'm not playing battleships tonight. I'm not wasting my time in a worthless class. I've sort of lost track how many losses we have, Xanda. Although apparently, one of the games, my team was so passive, they managed to accidentally stumble their way to a win. Chaser was on the other team in that game. But, like, it's a game where you have two divved up destroyers spawn on the right-hand side of the map. They immediately, on a standard battle, they immediately run south of your capture area. What? Why are we playing down ships, guys? Can't we play with everybody playing the game? Why are you not playing the game? Maddening. All right, well, we'll see how this goes. I at least know how to play this boat. Farragut, the Pensacola could be an issue. Okay, it's not too bad. They at least don't have any radar.
So, who wants to
I haven't
dance?
actually played it yet, Xanda. I mean, you've done a tier 7 American cruiser. I played Atlanta. I'll have to go back and look at tier 7. It'll probably be Indy. I mean, it'll probably be Indy. New Orleans and I are not. New Orleans is just okay to me. Like, she's not amazing. Yeah, I mean, the problem, Bogey, is that it's. I haven't had a night in a month where I didn't feel that way, right? It's like even in the middle tiers, people don't want to fight. It's like, why are you... If you don't want to fight, why did you push the battle button? You know, like, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you guys. Last time I was on this map, I spawned south, right? There was a destroyer that spawned here. This is how he spent the first 3 minutes of his game.
To hell.
Like, what? You're a destroyer. Literally, that's what he did. And it's like, well...
So much for anti-lock brakes.
What am I supposed to do with that, you guys? Like, what? Are you serious right now?
Die, you son of a bitch.
Why do I hear planes that I can't see? That's weird.
Oh yeah, if it bleeds, I can kill it. Say hello to my little friend.
A Galicia, eh?
Time to put on the beer goggles. Coochie coochie. Another day, another disembowelment.
All right, little Nevney. I need you to get out here and spot for me, would you?
Coochie coochie. It's a nice day to die. For you, that is.
All right, let's see how we do here. Radar is going to be up soon. There we go.
You've got a lot of guts. Let's see what they look like.
Hydro's out.
Coochie
That's a huge problem.
coochie 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 coochie. This is
Oh,
the
really?
look of my hair.
We're that close, are we?
Much better.
I should never have bothered sitting in smoke with a destroyer who won't spot. What's the point? Yeah, old guard, you're where I am. Like, if you don't want to fight, why did you push the battle button? Guys, I can't believe I have to say this, but I'm going to say it. If you're a destroyer and there's a radar cruiser around, bottom tier, again, what a waste of my time. you should feel amazing about your life and be willing to take risks. Not stupid risks, but like maybe spot for said radar cruiser? I don't know. I'm just talking crazy. Well, this game will go about like the last one did, because I'll move up and try to influence the game and die to a battleship because I'm in a cruiser. So there we go. Bottom tier, again.
So many babes, so little time. Don't worry, girls. There's plenty of Duke to go around.
Well, I'm in a heavy cruiser this time, so at least I need to not move up quickly. So, Old Guard, I hear what you're saying, and it absolutely is something that you have to learn. You have to learn to balance self-preservation and aggression in World of Warships. But, like, if I'm playing Belfast, right, and I'm top tier, I'm going to aggressively assist my destroyers. That's my job. My job is to move up and play right behind my destroyers to make sure that they own capture zones, right? And that we murder opposing destroyers together. It's not a hard role. It's actually a very easy role to play. What I don't understand is why, like, nobody understands that's the job. Yeah, like Belfast has a small risk. It's like 8-9 detection, 8-5 radar. So like it's a very small gap. It used to be able to... actually, I'm not sure it ever could stealth radar, but it's very, very small. Oh, Rita. Aren't we, though? Aren't we just? Our Akatsuki is a 6'4". So the Jaeger grossly outspots him. It's a question of who else might be here. Let's push up to 3/4. No! Don't do... Stop sitting in smoke trying to cap. You are just a torpedo magnet who isn't spotting for the team. Okay, so he blew smoke and then left it. I can live with that. The Mahan is down here. That's interesting to me. What's my smoke firing penalty? 7-3. So yeah, he's probably gonna pick me up here. I gotta be a little frosty. Boy, that Munkin's got balls. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Yep, Mahan's here. Smoke can't save you, my dude. What a complete waste of my time. What a complete waste of my time. Oh, look, you're angled to a Marco Polo. Oh, he doesn't care. Here's a casual 30,000 damage at 80 degrees. Why bother pushing the battle button? Like, there's just no point to it anymore. The game has gotten so bad. The game has gotten so bad. It's prime time on a Thursday night. We don't even have 9,000 players, which means matchmaking is terrible. Like, and the players you do get don't even know what they're doing. Like, man, Fletcher, going to tier 5 is not going to be any better. Going to tier 5 is not going to be any better. It just... Gabe requested Iger. I'm not going to play Iger. I'm going to play Siegfried. In the hopes that maybe I get one game with competent teammates. Well, so, Marco, it's interesting, right? Because the problem of people not knowing how to play high tier is not a new one. And we say not knowing. Oh my God, I'm not bottom tier. We say not knowing. What I really mean is not having a good grasp on it. Like, it's one thing to understand how to move your ship around and where to aim, but like, there's a lot more going on depending on the class you're playing. Matchmaking is only part of the problem in the modern game, right? Because Wargaming, in their infinite wisdom, not horribly long ago, in a game with a declining population, added a whole new class. When they did that, it completely throws off the matchmaking algorithm, which wasn't written for 5 classes, it was written for 4, okay? So now we've taken a smaller player pool and split them up across more subclasses. So the whole thing starts to just absolutely fall apart. Now, Vladeshi's 100% right. The game is god-awful bad at teaching you the game. It's terrible, and there's a million things to learn, right? Let's put it this way. Guys, if you want to be even average, let's just say you want a 50-50 win rate in randoms at World of Warships, you have to put in a lot of work. You have to put in a lot of time. You have to invest a lot of energy in learning game mechanics, okay? Like, it's not easy. My frustration is that it feels like Wargaming could be at least making the effort, and they just aren't. I pulled the handbrake. Most unfortunate.
Magic 8 Ball says, you died.
Well, that's kind of the other problem I think a lot of folks have with it, Gailron, is you look around, it just doesn't feel like there's much effort being put into doing anything but coming up with, crazy pay-to-play events. The Chumpan capped mid. That makes me really upset. Oh, he wants to dive bomb me. Hey, he's better than you think, little nugget. Get wrecked.
That one's got a hole in it. Where's a hammer when you need one?
Uh-oh. Pound sand.
Shit and die.
Alright. Well, I did my job there, at least. I murdered a cruiser that I should have been able to murder. Now, part of my problem here is that this Chumpan might actually have spotters, but he needs to be my next target. Are they actually trying to... Nah, that's a decent point, Bogey. I mean, you might be right. There we go. Sejong knocks off his counterpart, and now we're going to mid. Let's do this. I'm going to make him come out here and spot me. You want me? You got to come put some planes in the air to find me. Or I guess the Tarib would do it too. Since he's over here in this gap. Dude, your deepwater torps. Look at him firing deepwater torps at a destroyer like it matters. Like it matters at all. You've got to be kidding me, right? Just wow. Ooh, have a decent shot on the Beluga. But I want to finish the cap first. Alright. Scharnhorst is out. Daniel, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Scharnhorst is out. Beluga is turning around, it looks like, maybe? Seems rather ballsy against a Viasma. I would not be excited to be turning around against a Viasma. He pulled the handbrake, did he? Okay. What is our Heinrich running from? I have to do everything myself? Apparently the answer is yes. Okay. Come on, guys. This is a fight we can still win.
Eat shit and die.
I can't go 2-on-1 against a Nelson, a 3-on-1 against a Nelson, a sub, and an Enterprise. That's never going to work for me. But the Nelson's liable to delete me right here. Okay, I think I juked this shot. Okay. If it's just the sub, I can probably win. Alright. Let's load the HE and go sub hunting, shall we? Because I have 6-kilometer hydro, I have an opportunity. The problem is the Enterprise AP bombs are going to be a real problem. We have a 1-ship lead. They need to kill that Beluga. Oh, hey, Enterprise. How you doing, buddy? There we go.
Hurt, sweetheart.
All right. He's going to flip and give me his stern tubes. Yep.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
Much better.
There we go. Keep beating him up, boys. That's right. Die, little salmon. The only good bug is a dead bug. Let's go. All right, it's just the Enterprise that's left. All right. Indeed. All right. There he is. Give me one more salvo, baby. Give me one more of those. Oh, he's gonna die. Right here. Right here. Let's go, Kraken! Yeah! Alright. God, did I need that game. God, did I need that game. That's actually my first E since they added those. That's my first E, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Oh my god. I might have to call it there because I don't think it's going to get any better.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
1.9. That's a lot of credits. Only 2,500 base. Feels like a lot harder carry. That feels like a lot harder carry. The Sejong and I worked really well together. The Vyazma had a great game up north. I don't know what the rest of you did except die. So well done. Chaser, I'm with you, buddy. So Grant, you're 100% right, but here's the problem. Will it actually help? I don't know, man. Here's the thing, right? Like, very, very commonly, when I do my little learn to play videos, right? I always try to tell people, yeah, I got the carry at the very end, old guard. He had 150 HP left when I hit him with a shell. Very commonly, I tell people, look, when you're picking up a new ship and you are not comfortable in it, or you're just not sure about it, take it to co-op. Take it to operations. There's absolutely no shame in that. None. There's a weird subset of the game that like looks down on PvE players, or like looks down on PvE in general and thinks it's like beneath them or something. I don't know. It's silly, right? I don't enjoy PvE as much as I enjoy PvP, but that doesn't mean I despise it, and it doesn't mean it's garbage. And it's a very, very useful tool for, I want to try a crazy build. I've never played this ship, and before I inflict my garbage understanding of this boat onto my teammates, I'm going to go smash bots for a little while. All of these things are totally valid. Maybe you just don't like dealing with the toxicity in PvP. Totally reasonable. Whatever makes you happy, man. PvE is there for a reason. I would argue that as warships has matured, there are probably a lot more, there are almost as many, if not more, PvE players than PvP players now, right? They've done such a job of so many things. A lot of people have simply been like, you know what, I love the game, but I'm going to retreat to PvE because it's more enjoyable for me. I want to sit down and log in and play for an hour and murder boats and not be stressed. not be what I've been dealing with tonight, right? Right, exactly. And so, and that's, I think it's awesome. For starters, I think it's great that they support it more than they used to. There was a time in this game, way back in the early years, that PvE was around, but it didn't really get the support that it does now, right? And so, yes, exactly right, Nevermore. Exactly right. I think, internally, I think they know this. Like, they have all the numbers. They can see all the stats, right? And I think one of the reasons that you see so much more support for operations and PvE and so on and so forth over the last couple of years is because they've realized if they want to keep people paying and pumping money in, the people that do that play PvE. They don't necessarily play PvP anymore. They've driven off so many of the PvP regulars these days. Now, I say driven off, that's some of it is a lot of folks have quit due to decisions that Wargaming has or hasn't made. Okay, that's a demonstrable fact. That's not a shock to anybody. Some people, I mean, the game is going to be 10 in September. Some folks simply just move on, right? I'm on the verge of that, right? As you can probably tell by my stream schedule and my interest in the game, right? Man, it's tough for me to log in these days, right? Ginger will tell you, like, I got home this afternoon. I came in. I put my stuff down. I took a nap. I got up. We went out. We went and grabbed some tacos. We came back. And so it's like 6:30, 6:35. And it's like, okay, I got to stream. I got to go stream boats. Right? Like, literally. And it frustrates me to feel that way because I love hanging out with you guys. Like, the community that comes and hangs out with me while I play boats, I adore. But the game is such a slog anymore. Like, it's like, yeah, formula. That's a great way to put it. You say it's hard to have fun. I think for me, it's hard to find something that I enjoy anymore. I used to love PvP. I used to come in here and slam out. I would come home, like 10 years ago when the game was new, I'd come home, I'd eat dinner, I'd come upstairs, I'd sit down, I'd smash out PvP battles for 4 hours. I'd play 20, 30 battles a night, man. Like clockwork. Yeah, 100%, Rita. You and I are in the same place, right? Like, I'm thinking about streaming now that Ginger's grad school. I didn't stream at all on Mondays, pretty much in the first up till now. Like, it's the first half of the year almost, because she had classes on Monday night when I would ordinarily have been in this chair streaming PC stuff. I did stream out of the studio a few times, right? And that was no big deal because I'm in a separate part of the house. I want to get back to doing 2 nights of PC streaming a week, but man, I'm gonna tell you straight up, it ain't gonna be boats, right? It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be Hell Let Loose. It's gonna be, I've actually been thinking about going back and doing Knights of the Old Republic, which is a game I haven't played in over 20 years, but looks like a lot of fun. I need to be getting back into some Unlimited in the studio, right? We have a new expansion coming in about 7 or 8 weeks. Pre-releases are about 6 weeks out. Should be a good time. So on and so forth, right? But man, I want to keep making YouTube videos for boats because I think I feel like I have a responsibility. I have so much knowledge, and experience playing this game that I feel like I kind of owe it to give back to people, to be like, okay, you're looking for help on American heavy cruisers. Here's some videos, right? And I've done that for some lines, but I want to keep doing more. Like, I want to continue to do that. I get such good feedback on those videos, but like, I have almost no interest in doing anything else warships related at all. Right now I stream. I roughly stream it once a week. I've thought about getting down to where like just 2 nights a month, like every other Thursday, right? Between that and YouTube videos, that might be enough, and then just mix in other things. Yeah, Rita, you and I are exactly the same place. I can't sit here and fake like I'm having fun, right? It's been pretty obvious tonight that I had, like, if you go back at my games, right? The Mahan game was pretty fun. The Duncan game was really fun. And then for like an hour plus, the games I had were just garbage. And then finally I had a decent game in Siegfried, right? And it's like, yes, Darth Diabetes. I might go back and do some more Swolter. Bottom line is, I want to be doing a better job of mixing things up. I want to become more of a variety guy. I don't want to quit boats altogether, right? And if they ever get back to doing, in-person meetups and let us get back to supporting museum ships and boats players at the same time, I'm all over that, right? In another year-ish, look who showed up. Look who showed up, ladies and gentlemen.
You invoked Darth
I did.
Diabetes.
Well, Chad invoked Darth Diabetes, so
Yes.
Darth Diabetes was fun. That was a great storyline. You know what else I've never done? I've never played Mass Effect. What kind of a loser am I? I've never played all the way through Mass Effect. I've got a backlog of stuff that it would be fun to sit in here and do with you guys. That's not warships. And I've got to force myself to do it. I'll be honest. Some of June is going to be rejiggering all of that and getting onto a regular schedule, right? With her in grad school on Monday nights, it was tough. I had to drop Monday nights and figure all that out. And we won't know your fall schedule. We won't know what day your fall class is on until, August?
Yeah.
So I may have to make some more adjustments. But I can at least come up with a schedule for June and July and say, okay, I'm going to stream these nights, these things. So I need to spend, I have a free weekend this coming weekend. I'm going to spend some time getting my arms around that. I'm going to keep doing unlimited events. I love doing unlimited live events on site, in person. And I feel like I'm kind of good at it. So it's a lot of fun. So, I'm supposed to serve you bourbon.
Which one is this?
That's just small batch.
Oh, okay.
It's just small batch. Yeah, so Rita, Wargaming, the other thing that Wargaming has irritated me a little bit about, and we talked to them about this in, I think I mentioned this briefly when we got back from Belgrade, right? The story of them picking up the entire studio and moving it from St. Petersburg to Belgrade is insane. And we begged them to tell that story, right? They're like, oh, we don't want to be self-promoting. I said, guys, it's not about self-promotion. It's about telling a remarkable story of an achievement against horrible odds, right? Why don't you want to tell this story? I literally pulled Zath will tell you if he's still here. Zath and I pulled Chrysantos aside when we were all in Belgrade last October, and we said, dude, you need to tell this story, right? I don't care how you do it. People need to know this. This is amazing what you guys have accomplished, right? People are still frustrated with the game development. I get all of that. But the story of how they picked up the studio and got everybody out of St. Petersburg, how they did it, the logistics of doing so, and in the midst of it, they didn't miss a single patch release. That's nutty. That is insane. I challenge you to find another title on the planet that has worked, a live title that has done that. Picked up their entire dev office and moved it, across the continent in the middle of a war. Families, pets, everything. It's just insane. And they pulled it off. It's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I wish they would take that advice seriously, but it just doesn't feel like they're going to. All right, guys, look, we're done with requests. It's getting on to be 10. I'm going to play one game in the OG, and we're probably going to call it. I'll say this. I kind of want to end on the Siegfried game because it was so good, but I feel pretty good about Fletcher. We'll just take the Fletcher out and see what happens. If it's a bad game, I'll just nod and get on with my evening. If it's a good game, I'll cheer and get on with my evening. This is not bad. Now, it is sort of tough matchmaking for me. The planes don't really bother me all that much. The Cleveland is a bit of an issue. 6 battleships will be nice. Having all of the stinking rocket planes in the div is going to be really stupid. So, that's going to be... I have to be very, very cautious about how I position myself early. In fact, what I'm going to do... We are 100% not going to be early. Because I'm just gonna get gangbanged by a bunch of rocket planes. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play the left flank with the Akazuki for now, and then we'll come back to mid once we feel pretty comfortable, once we feel better about our life choices. Yes, Garon, I completely agree. It's about as good as that submarine div we ran into earlier. Soldier Man, you are correct. Okay, let me back that up. Let me rescind that statement. I have played Mass Effect. I have never finished Mass Effect. The original game I once got through. I am guessing I probably got through. If I had to guess, it was probably about 70% of the game ish. And I had a moment where I was playing the stupid. I was in a mission. I was playing the dumbass Mako, and the controls pissed me off, and I died, and I lost like 25 minutes of progress. And at that point, I was like, I'm done, and I quit logging in. I hadn't gone back to it in like 3 years. So, what I need to do is get off my ass and actually like force myself to play through it. Now, that was before the Legendary Edition came out. As I understand it, in the Legendary Edition, they improved some of the controls. I don't think they fixed everything, but I think they improved them. So fingers crossed. That might be a thing, right? All right, the Johnston is here. Not gonna lie, I sort of don't like this.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm kind of glad I'm here in this 2-on-1 because the Aki's gonna need the help.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Wow. Already half my health gone from these clowns.
Much better. After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action.
Coochie coochie. Coochie coochie. Rest in pieces. Time to put on the beer goggles.
Once again, 3 ships dead already. 0 support, very little help. Planes everywhere. Should be a good game, ladies and gentlemen.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Nope, I'm gonna die to this stupid clown. Oh, maybe not. My team's finally pitching in. All right, let's go. Outstanding. All right, all they have left is the kid, and I have 4,400 HP left. Plus a carrier and 3 hybrids. Should be fine. No, I've heard it's a great game. Zath has played them all like 7 times, like or 15 times a piece. He's crazy. Awesome. Well done, Colorado. Good job getting your face melted off. Well, I have very, very good adrenaline rush right now, so that's cool, I suppose. So my torpedoes come back up in 50 seconds.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
All right, Delaware's planes are down for a while. Yorktown rocket garbage is out here looking for me. And of course, I'm not going to get any support.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
This jackass has got hydro, as I recall, which is going to make my life super fun.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Take a rack. God bless these fucking teams. It's absolutely unbelievable. They're just all total garbage. Every single one of them. Okay, you're stuck with that flood, sir. You're dead.
At least he got it.
All right, let's move over here and see if we can torp the Kearsarge. And finally, maybe go control part of the board. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I mean, the Blucher's gonna die.
The boogeyman is real.
100% gonna die.
Just found him.
Blucher's going for the torpedo salvo. If he's lucky, he'll live to deliver it. He did. He did indeed. Another wasted game. Yeah, I know, right, Vaco? It's like, no, I haven't, Adeldrell. It doesn't interest me all that much.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Like, there's quite literally no point in getting in this fight. Like, I can't win. I can't even hope to live. All the kid has to do is charge me. Like, that's how bad this team is.
After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action.
Another day, another disembowelment.
Yeah. He's in here, which is kind of not unexpected. Where the hell is he? He's north of me somehow. Huh. I wouldn't have figured that.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass. I'm gonna feel that one in the morning. Step right up and get some.
I just don't care anymore, guys. Would you please just kill me? It's really not that difficult. See? Now I want to downvote my whole team because they were all worthless. At least we're done for the night. I should have expected this result when I saw the hybrid div. Because if you've got 3 people who are determined to be that big of jerks, then it's 100% going to happen. Good night, guys. I've had enough. I've had enough fun for one night. Did I see that Zelda was on? Yeah, we might go raid Zelda. I haven't had a chance to raid Zelda in a spell. I remember this game used to be good. There we go. Good night, Black Duke. All right, guys. You guys go say hi to Zelda. Throw her hashtag clever girl for me. I'll be figuring out what I'm going to do for the next couple of months, and I will let you guys know on Discord. There will be less boats. Not shocking. There will be other things, but there will be less boats. In the meantime, you guys have a great weekend. Be safe. Stay cool. Summer's here. Sucks. Summer sucks. But all that mess. All right? I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Where's my outro button? There it is.